John McGuire, drum corps wise, I'm Jack. That's what I go by. Going back a while in Landcraft, we had two John McGuires, and the other John was Long John, the drum major, and it would have been very confusing if you had two John McGuire. So I was Jack. All growing up, they called me Jack. But recent years, I would go by John. Drum corps wise, however, Jack. So maybe to answer Scotty's question that he just asked about my writing, what was it, Scotty?
Crazy Monumental.
Yeah, that I put a name on that after the fact. Going back, I don't know how many years, probably 40 years, Bill Gallagher, the fifer, and myself were young whippersnappers in Landcraft, and we would often write up stuff together. So Bill would often place British Grenadiers #2, and I started drumming to accompany that tune, and I'd put the drumming to his inflections, etc. And when I get all finished with it, I'm saying to myself, gee, that sounds like Monumental and it sounds like Crazy Army, so I just call it Crazy Monumental. But it was not a case of plagiarizing two tunes. It was to make a drum beat, or to put a drum beat to what Bill was playing in British Grenadiers #2. So in that it sounded like a combination of the two. I put a name on it after and called it that. So that's how we got there. Anything else you would like?
Yeah, that's a great story. What has drum corps been in your life? What has it meant to your life?
Well, I grew up with it because my dad was a bass drummer in Landcraft, and so I just grew up with drum corps being a part of one's life.
Yeah.
So, and it has been that way. I started when I was 10 with St. Francis Junior Corps in Fairhaven section of New Haven. And I'll tell you something interesting. Every kid in the 5th grade wanted to try out for the drum corps. And boys played the drum, girls played the bugle. So Earl Sturts couldn't take on everyone. So he cut half of the group the first night. So I was one of them cut. And Ray Ludi was another one that was cut. So a few weeks later, I noticed Ray in class with his drumsticks on a Thursday, which was the day for your lessons. And I said, Ray, what's going on here? He said, I just went down, told him I hadn't been there before. So now I'm taking lessons. So the next week I did the same thing. And we were the only two that went on through life being drummers.
Apparently Sonny got cut too. Sonny Lyons got cut.
I don't believe so, but...
Oh, he tells the story. He
Oh,
got
okay,
cut.
yes.
Yeah, but yeah, that was early on.
Yeah.
Haven't I seen you before? Nope, first time I was here.
Yes, Matty Lyons was one that I looked up to because he was the oldest one in the junior corps when I had just started. And so I always looked up to Matty. But it's been interesting, you know, all these years. This is my 61st year as a member of Landcraft. I used to play with them part-time a couple of years prior to that. But it seems like it's yesterday. And one other thing I'll say about drum corps, your spouse's support is an important thing, because if that's not there, it's not going to work out very well. And I was lucky to have that in my case. 5 kids, they'd all wind up going to parades or musters or something, but it worked out fine.
I'd say it has. 61 years, did you say?
Yeah, this is my 61st year as a member of Landcraft, yeah.
That's incredible.
My father, at the time of his death, had about 60 years as a member, so we got some.
You guys sure sounded great last Saturday at the Sudbury Muster.
Thank you very much.
That was just beautiful.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.